This morning, we're getting our first look at thousands of newly declassified files related to the 1963 assassination of President John F. Kennedy. However, thousands more will remain secret despite a sweeping federal transparency law that called for them to be released 5 years ago. For more and to dig into all this, we're joined by NBC News White House correspondent Monica Alba and NBC News presidential historian Michael Beschloss. Good morning to you both. Thanks for being with us on this. Monica, I'm going to start with you just for a high level to tell us what was released and then how much is still being held back.
So those 13,000 newly declassified records were part of this batch released yesterday, Savannah. And this is the second time that the Biden administration has released new files related to JFK's assassination. Now, there was a 1992 law that ordered that everything related to the death should have come out essentially by now. So under the Trump administration, they thought these were going to be made public. Then it got punted to the Biden administration. Then the COVID pandemic delayed all of it. So now 3% of all files related to this are still being withheld, according to the Biden administration, citing national security concerns. But what we did see released, and we need to wait for experts and historians like Michael to go through everything with a fine-tooth comb. But what we are now learning are some new details about Lee Harvey Oswald's time in Mexico City and a wiretap that had collected some information about what he had said there in relation to wanting to kill John F. Kennedy. So we're learning a little bit more about that aspect. But the big question here that has fueled some conspiracy theories was, did Lee Harvey Oswald act alone? And it doesn't seem that this new information really gets at that. So that's what many people are still wondering about. Is that something that's in the still protected documents? That's a little bit unclear as well, Savannah.
Michael, let's bring you in here. So according to our NBC News reporting, there are these ideas that these documents that have been withheld might include something about a shadowy CIA agent, a covert Cuba-related program. And it's also said that to researchers, these ones that are withheld might be the most interesting. So tell us, why would it be that those ones continue to remain secret?
Well, thank you, Savannah. And I think Monica put it really well, as usual. Here's a case where, bureaucracies of the U.S. government in 1963 and in 2022, they protect themselves. The FBI and the CIA were obviously worried about two things. Number one, on the day that John Kennedy was in Dallas, November of 1963, the FBI had been tracking Lee Harvey Oswald, who was a Soviet defector working at the book depository. He was allowed to stay on the 6th floor above the president's motorcade, which was moving slowly. The FBI should have told the Secret Service, get that guy out of there, even if he has to be put in preventive detention. Raises the question, why didn't the FBI do that? Maybe because J. Edgar Hoover and many at the FBI hated and disapproved of John F. Kennedy. And at the same time, what if Americans in 1963, after Kennedy's assassination, had learned that the presumed assassin, Lee Harvey Oswald, who at least fired the gun, if not in league with others, that this person was in touch with CIA operatives, as we're learning more and more about. Learn more about that this week. We may learn more as these documents come out. So I would put my eye on the fact that if Americans had learned all this in 63, they would have said, prosecute J. Edgar Hoover, take the FBI and the CIA apart. And there is still some feeling of protection.
Michael, we, as you know, love having you on this show. And part of the reason is because we just love when you give us this wider scope here. And now I know there are thousands of documents that might take some time to go through, though with your brain, I wouldn't be surprised if somehow you already had. But as a presidential historian, what is your biggest takeaway from what was revealed?
My biggest takeaway is that the chances that Oswald did this entirely alone are smaller and smaller each time these documents are released. What are the odds against an average American, other than Oswald, having connections with the Cuban embassy in Mexico City, the Soviet embassy in Mexico City, anti-Castro Cubans, the FBI, the CIA? Maybe this was all just a coincidence, but let's keep asking these questions.
Let's definitely keep asking them. Monica, what's next? Will we ever see these remaining files?
Well, the review is going to continue until May of 2023. And according to the memo the Biden administration released yesterday, it's possible we could see the additional information, if all of it is deemed able to be released, by June of next year. So in the next 6 months or so, it's possible, but we have seen in the past this be punted time and time again. So it's possible there could always be a delay, and it's possible some of this could never be released or see the light of day. Savannah.
Well, if and or when they are released, we'd love to talk about it with you both. Michael and Monica, thank you very much for your time this morning.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.